Are you an expert in geography? Let's find out. You'll face 40 questions from 10 different categories, from history and capitals to nature. How many can you get right? There are 4 stages, and with each stage, it gets a little harder. Every correct answer gives you 1 point, so you can score up to 40 points. Are you ready? Let's see what result you'll get. Subscribe and hit the bell so you won't miss the next quiz. Now, enjoy the quiz! We'll start off easy. Which capital city of Italy is famous for the Colosseum and the Vatican? On which continent is the Sahara located, the largest non-polar desert on Earth? What is the longest river in China? Mount Everest is the highest mountain on Earth. Which mountain is the second highest? Which city is the capital of Brazil? Which country is famous for the pyramids of Giza? In which U.S. city can you find the world-famous Statue of Liberty? Which country is the southernmost country on the African continent? Which of these countries does not share a border with Russia? Which continent has the fewest independent countries? Now it gets harder. What is the highest mountain in South America, located in the Andes, and standing 6,961 meters tall? To which country does the Hawaiian archipelago in the Pacific Ocean belong? What was Indonesia called before its independence in 1945? Which explorer is credited with discovering America? Which city is located on the Bosphorus, the strait that separates Europe and Asia? Which European country is considered the oldest existing republic in the world and is completely surrounded by Italy? Which country has the highest population in the world right now? Greenland is the world's largest island and lies on the American continent. Which country does it belong to? In which country does the Nile flow into the Mediterranean Sea, forming a large delta? Which country has Canberra as its capital city? Now it gets harder. What is the capital of Hungary? A city divided into two parts by the Danube River. Which continent has the most independent countries, with a total of 54? What is the largest desert in the world by area? What is the name of the most remote point on Earth in the Pacific Ocean, farther from land than any other location? What is the name of the famous red monolith in the heart of Australia that is considered sacred by the Aboriginal people? What is the name of the strait that separates Alaska from Russia and connects the Pacific Ocean with the Arctic Ocean? After which historical figure were the continents North and South America named? Which country has the longest coastline in the world, stretching over 200,000 kilometers? What is the name of the strait that connects the Atlantic Ocean with the Mediterranean Sea? Which country has the most islands in the world, with more than 260,000 of them? Final stage, here we go! What is the name of the northernmost point of the Australian mainland, which extends into the Torres Strait? What is the Nepalese name for Mount Everest, the highest mountain on Earth? What is the name of the Pacific island nation whose capital is Palikir, and which consists of the island groups Yap, Chuuk, Pohnpei, and Kosrae? What is the name of the jungle region between Panama and Colombia that forms the only break in the Pan American Highway? In which year did the world population first exceed 1 billion people? Which island nation in the Indian Ocean consists of over 1,000 coral islands and is considered the flattest country on Earth? Which pyramid in Mexico is considered the largest in the world by volume, surpassing even the Great Pyramid of Giza? What is the largest lake in the world by surface area? Which country has the largest number of active volcanoes, over 120, and lies within the Pacific Ring of Fire? Which country has even more pyramids than Egypt, with over 200 structures from the ancient kingdom of Kush? Are you really an expert or just a professional? Tell us your result in the comments.